So YULI'S kit is finally here, everyone, and I haven't even taken a look at it. I wanted you all to see my first impressions on it, and maybe we'll do a little theory crafting and speculating at the end. But without further ado, let's get into it. For our basic attack, Yuli performs a 4-stage basic attack combo that deals basic attack damage. Holding basic attack launches a heavy attack, commanding the puppet to perform a spinning attack that deals regular attack damage. If the heavy attack is used after the second hit of the basic combo, it triggers a puppet attack upon release. If used after the third or fourth hit, Yuli launches a stitching attack instead. I'm sure that'll come into play later. Triggering a Puppet Master attack upon release. Okay, Puppet Master attack. Tapping the basic attack after a perfect dodge performs a counterattack that deals regular attack damage. That's fine. A little more than we typically see for a basic attack. Combo, I usually just skip that, but let's just skim it. Performs a piercing attack, dealing regular damage, and activates tap combo skill to immediately release Thread Mastery combo and activates Quilting Stitch while Yuli's in the burst state, so she switches states, okay? Her Quilting Stitch can be released multiple times and deal increased damage. Alright, this is her ultimate. Entangles enemies in a web of threads. Yes, this is the lightning TP that I was seeing. It does entangle them. It did look like it was pinning the enemies down. That is big. Channels lightning through it and detonates it, dealing ultimate damage to all enemies. If it detonates it right away, it's not really going to entangle them for very long. That CC won't be very useful. Skill 1, Spinning Gold. Yuli releases threads forward in rapid succession, dealing regular attack damage and recording the attack as Puppet Master. If a puppet attack has already been recorded, okay, so it records whether the puppet or the Puppet Master attacks. It keeps track of those. If a puppet attack has already been recorded, the skill additionally triggers Spiral Embroidery. Spiral Embroidery says, summons numerous piercing threads in the area, dealing additional derived damage. Derived. Well, we suspected that because of the new mark coming that's made specifically for her, but here's actual confirmation on it. And it looks like skill 1, you'll want to record a puppet attack and then the Puppet Master attack. That way it triggers the special embroidery to summon numerous piercing threads. So already her skill 1 is more complicated than most skill 1s. She really is a combo character. Right, skill 2. The puppet spins forward to attack, dealing regular attack damage and recording the attack as puppet. Okay, I see. So skill 1 is the Puppet Master attack. Skill 2 is the puppet attack. So you'll want a skill 2 and then skill 1. You'll want a Puppet Master attack. No, you'll want a puppet attack and then Puppet Master attack. If a Puppet Master attack has already been recorded, oh my. Okay, so you have a choice. You can skill 1, then skill 2 to get a totally different effect, or skill 2, then skill 1 to get a completely different effect. If you skill 2 second, then this skill additionally triggers Thread Mastery. Thread Mastery says unleashes numerous piercing threads in the area, deals additional derived damage. Okay, these have the exact same wording. Wait, summons numerous piercing threads in the area and unleashes numerous piercing threads in the area. Summons implies that they're going to stick around. Spiral Embroidery is probably the zone we saw, the TPs that stick around and pin down the enemy. Okay, and then the Cloud Shredder unleashes numerous piercing threads, probably is just damage. Okay, interesting. Let's read her passive skill. When switched in, gains Elemental Anomaly Mastery in proportion of the attack value. After casting a Special Embroidery or Thread Mastery, the combo version of either one of those, your basic attacks are temporarily replaced with Quilting Stitch, allowing 3 consecutive attacks. Quilting Stitch says, Yuli and her puppet manipulate threads to entangle and bind their enemies. Then unleash successive piercing strikes, dealing enhanced damage. Enhanced 2. I think that mark also has enhanced damage on it, so that's not too surprising, but that's going to open up the possibility of using that other mark too, the enhanced damage mark. Okay, but this says Quilting Stitch. Something up here mentioned Quilting Stitch. Yes. Tap combo skill. No, it wasn't that. Oh yeah, tapping combo skill to immediately release Thread mastery combo and activates Quilting Stitch. So hitting the combo button automatically triggers the Quilting Stitch from her passive. But normally, without the use of the combo, you would have to, when switched in, gains Elemental Anomaly Mastery in proportion of attack value. Okay, now that I'm reading that again, that sounds really good. She doesn't need any Elemental Anomaly Mastery. You just crank her attack value up. I don't even think she'll necessarily need thunder damage. So just attack, crit rate, and crit damage for everything, it sounds like. After casting Special Embroidery or Thread Mastery, Yuli's basic attacks are temporarily replaced with Quilting Stitch, allowing 3 consecutive attacks. So you do skill 2, then skill 1, and then you can get 3 enhanced basic attacks. Or skill 1 and skill 2, and then you get 3 enhanced basic attacks. And the combo is saying that when you hit the combo button, it skips the skill 1 and skill 2 and just goes straight to the 3 enhanced basic attacks. That's what that's saying. Quilting Stitch says, Yuli and her puppet manipulate threads to entangle and bind their enemies, then unleash successive piercing strikes, dealing enhanced damage. So that is the 3 enhanced basic attacks. That's what they are, which will entangle and bind their enemies. This is huge. This is hard CC. Her full combo will pin down the enemy. But it says when switched in, so she doesn't quite read like an off-field DPS. I think this is more for when you switch out to get your buffs up, and then you switch into your sub DPS, get those zones out, and then you switch into your DPS. Then she gets the Elemental Anomaly Mastery in proportion to attack value. I'm sure there's a time limit on that, unless it's just for the entire time she's on the field, which would be busted because it means she essentially you put attack value on her and you're getting the equivalent attack value and Elemental Anomaly Mastery. You're getting 2 stats for the price of 1, which is truly busted if it works that way. If it's a temporary thing, a time limited thing, it's still great, but less so. Okay, yeah, so she's going to be, you swap in, you do your choice of skill 1, skill 2, or skill 2, then skill 1. We'll have to wait and see which one is going to be better. We'll have to see either if one's damage scales more or if one has a CC effect in it. Like I think here with skill 1, it says summons numerous piercing threads. But perhaps we won't need that much CC if her full combo does end with a hard CC. So yeah, we'll do either 1-2, then or 2-1, and then we'll do 3 basics, and that's her full combo, which will end with the enemy being pinned down. I can see this being incredible in the Wuxi boss battle. I can see this being incredible in the Long battle if the CC works on something that big. Is there anything else here? Gender female, faction Weisha, height 148 centimeters, birthplace Jian, birthday May 13th. No. And it says she's anomaly, but we don't build her with any anomaly. She's combo, definitely, I believe that. And so, if she's gonna be all about building anomaly effect, maybe we do throw thunder damage on her, but I will have to wait for the big brains in the Discord to run the numbers on which is more efficient. But I do know that you're going to want to stack attack on her, because you'll get attack and the Elemental Anomaly Mastery for the price of just the attack. It's like getting a free 4th stat on each of your ancient marks. It's busted, and I'm worried about the precedent that it's setting, because it could pave the way for a lot of power creep. Okay, but yeah, I'm absolutely pulling for her now. It's not like I was on the fence before, but I'm even further over the fence now. Is going to be absolutely busted. Not totally power creep Licha, because people are still clearing endgame content with Licha until they crank up the difficulty of the endgame content to where Licha can't clear it and only Yuli can clear it, then it won't be a power creep for him. But I can see him getting a lot less use. That's for sure. Okay, well, that's it. With that being said, I'm gonna fly. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.